Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. Gorilla Monsoon, here with Pat McAfee, and with Booker T. And today on NXT, we're going to talk about what we saw yesterday on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. You know, what we saw yesterday was Roxanne Perez have her match with the TWF Hard Middle Winnings and beat Autolycus, the King of Thieves. And it's still the TWF Hard Middle Fighter. Yes, that is what we saw happen, Gorilla Monsoon. Pat McAfee says, I was there and I saw it all play out, And that is truly what happened, But I do think that Autolycus could have won the TWF Hard Middle Winnings. Oh, is that right? Booker T says you thought he could have won the TWF Hard Middle Winnings. He's already, he's already the TWF 24/7 fighter. So why would he want the TWF Hard Middle Winnings for? That's beyond me, Booker T says. And at the end of the day, I truly think that Autolycus would have not been good at being a double fighter. He would too be a good double fighter, Booker T. Will you stop? Gorilla Monsoon says. And here comes Roman Reigns in the ring now. It's been some time since I've been in the ring. And as you all know, I'm the world heavyweight fighter. And a lot of folks out there, like to say things about me. They like to say, oh, well, Roman, how do you feel knowing that Wonder Woman is a TWF heavyweight fighter? And she's been having more matches than you. What I say about that is, great for Wonder Woman. There was a time, where I was going around, and putting the TWF heavyweight winnings on stake, and the world heavyweight winnings on stake, so I can know what she's going through. So since I'm in a good mood, I think that I want to have an open dare for anyone who wants a shot at the TWF, wants a shot at the World Heavyweight Winnings. Yeah, the same World Heavyweight Winnings that Hulk Hogan first won in 2001 YL is the one that I'm holding now. So if anybody wants an open dare, you can let them all come out and I'll fight them. Because I am a fighting TWF heavyweight fighter. Regardless of what other folks believe. Well, here comes Talia now. Alright, Roman Reigns, you want to put your TWF heavyweight winnings on stake, and you want to have an open dare, meaning it's up to luck of who you're going to be in the ring with, right? Yeah, that's what I said. So, Roman, you're going to be fighting Pop Good Doer Hercules or Heracles. Some Disney's Hercules or Heracles. Alright, now he's going to need a fight keeper in the ring. Well, can you believe that, Gorilla Monsoon says? At the end of the day, Gorilla Monsoon says, we now have the World Heavyweight Winnings on stake. Roman Reigns putting his World Heavyweight Winnings on stake against Pop Good Doer Hercules from Disney's Hercules or Heracles. I don't know how he got into that. I don't know why Roman Reigns is doing it, Booker T said. I think that's a dumb move. It's not a dumb Roman Reigns wants to be a fighting world heavyweight fighter, then he has that right to. You got that right, Pat McAfee says. He does got that right, you know, and we'll see how the Pop Good doer Heracles does in this match, Pat McAfee says. This match is for the TWF. This is for the World Heavyweight Winnings. First, he is Pop Good doer Heracles. And he is the World Heavyweight Fighter, Roman Reigns. Ding ding ding. Well, the strap's out of the ring now. We're going to see how this match is going to play out, Gorilla Monsoon said. And Pop doer Hercules, or Heracles, it's body slam Roman Reigns, Gorilla Monsoon says. You know, Gorilla Monsoon, this is a bind here. Roman Reigns is in a bind right now. Yes, he is, Pat McAfee says. Roman Reigns didn't really think by having an open dare that the Pop Good doer Heracles from Disney's Heracles would bring a fight to him. Pat McAfee says. You got that right, Gorilla Monsoon says. He didn't think that was going to happen, though. What's this? Booker T said. He's going to come in right now. And the Fight Lord just fell down around the same time. Yep. He tripped on his shoe. He tripped on his shoe wire or string. Booker T says, "Would you stop?" Gorilla Monsoon said, "No, he did not." Now Roman Reigns, you know, taking his time, beating up the Pop Good doer Heracles from Disney's Heracles. Gorilla Monsoon said. Here he comes again. Overhand strike on the Pop Good doer Heracles. Here we go. Spear. This match is over, Gorilla Monsoon says. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Fighter, Roman Reigns. Well, Roman Reigns is still the World Heavyweight Fighter, Gorilla Monsoon says, here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. And the Pop Good doer Heracles from Disney's Heracles, you know, he ended up, you know, having a good match. Yes, he did, Pat McAfee says. Roman Reigns did have a good match against Roman Reigns, but at the end of the day, Roman Reigns ended up beating him. Pat McAfee says, yeah, that's what happened, Booker T said. Pop Good doer Heracles thought he could truly do what the big Heracles could do, and he didn't. Yes, he did. Would you stop? Gorilla Monsoon says. I mean, take it away now, Jim Ross. Thank you, Roman. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking of Roman Reigns here today on NXT. Alright, Roman Reigns. We seen you in the ring fighting Pop Good doer Heracles from Disney's Heracles. However, there's also something else you should be worried about. The rumors about Frying Fisher buying the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Frying Fisher buying a Toy Wrestling Gathering? Are we talking about that doll that someone got some ollies last month and had her in about some matches and somehow won the TWF 24/7 winnings but gave it up to Autolycus? Well, we're talking about the true Frying Fisher doll that is coming along with the free disc sets of Miss Fisher's Slaying Unknowns. Hey, look. I don't give two shits about Frying Fisher, about the Frying Fisher books, or the Miss Fisher show. I'm not worried about that shit. I'm worried about how I did against Pop Good doer Heracles from Disney's Heracles. Alright, what's your thoughts about that? Well, it's like this, Jim Ross. I knew that Pop Good doer Heracles was going to give me some fight. But at the end of the day, I beat the Pop Good Doer Heracles from Disney's Heracles. And that's all you gotta say. I smashed him, stacked him, and got the 1-2 free. And if Ryan Fisher buys a toy wrestling gathering, I could care less. Well, that's my talk with Roman Reigns. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Roman Reigns here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got it for NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Pat McAfee and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite, or Might.